versus Mexico. Welcome to the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Win for all.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Manila here in the Philippines. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup and it's the battle between Jordan and Mexico in Group N.
Number 2, Gael Bonilla.
Well, Jordan and Mexico coming off their first win, very impressively beating New Zealand. So getting their first World Cup win here in Manila, and of course, Jordan still searching for their first win, despite, you could argue, having played more consistent, better basketball in this World Cup. They definitely do not want to leave without a win. Jordan, Mexico, meanwhile, trying to win to improve their chances of making it to one of the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournaments. I'm Jeff Taylor, joined by Mike Taylor, and this will be the second game today. We just watched an incredible, really hard-fought game that was won by New Zealand over Egypt. And I suppose that we're going to see Mexico really try to come out strong tonight and get a second win.
Yeah, I expect Mexico to play a little bit more relaxed. The pressure is off of them after getting their first World Cup win. This is an experienced group, lots of veterans. Again, it was great to see them get their first victory. We know how hard they've worked over the years to get here. Head coach Omar Quintero and his veteran team.
Let us now meet Team Jordan. Number 1, Amin.
So we see Mexico having come out now. Jordan unfortunately are not going to have one of their most important players tonight, with Freddie Ibrahim having suffered a leg injury. We're not sure if it's a quadriceps, but it's something like that. So he will not be able to go tonight. Sami Bazai comes out. He's been hugely important. Abu Hawass, of course. Alhad Rashe. They still have a lot of talent in this team. Hamuri comes out. Hussein, who could not play in the last game because of an injury. They no longer have Zed Abbas, who's gone back to Jordan, we understand, for personal reasons. Hashim Abbas, how about Kanan? Malek Kanan having a great game last time out, and of course, also, this man needs no introduction. Hollis Jefferson, Rondae Hollis Jefferson, nor does Ahmed Al-Dwari, number 44, giving the high five.
Big blow losing Freddie Ibrahim. Let's look for Rondae Hollis Jefferson to take more ball handling responsibilities in the game. But Ibrahim's been a key. That's a tough blow for Jordan.
Well, you can see New Zealand winning over Egypt earlier today, 88-86. And now it is Jordan taking on Mexico. And so New Zealand right now are up at the top because they won their game against Egypt. If Mexico win this, you would end up with 3 teams with the same record. If Jordan win, well, they're still going to be down at the bottom. It would be their first. Okay. Actually, no, sorry. They would join Mexico level. Right, we're going to pause for the national anthems.
Please remain standing for the national anthem of Jordan. Thank you very much.
So just to clarify that, if Jordan win this game, they would move into third place above Mexico because of the head-to-head in this group. So the Mexican faithful still here, still cheering on their team, still hoping for a second win, and still hoping that their team will get to the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament, which, in all honesty, after their first round play, if they were able to somehow, some way get to the Olympic qualifying tournament, that would really salvage their FIBA Basketball World Cup, but we'll have to wait to see how all the results go for the rest of the night. Referees for tonight, Boris Krajic, the crew chief from Slovenia in the middle, from Ecuador, Christian Paez on the left, and Carlos Velez from Colombia on the right. And we're going to look at the starting fives. I think the 12 Warriors first. For Mexico, they've not had Daniel Amigo because of injury. He did play some in the first game, but isn't able to go. But we'll see the starting five. I would assume it's going to be Giron, Stoll, Jaimes, Ibarra, and Paco Cruz. Let's see if that is indeed the case. So yeah, Jaimes, Stoll, Cruz, Giron, and Ibarra. So that is indeed it, that five that was so impressive the other night. Gael Bonilla coming out, Gutierrez, Jorge, as well as Israel Gutierrez, Andriase, Orlando Mendez, Jorge Camacho, and that's it. So Paco Cruz.
Paco Cruz has been outstanding for this Mexico team. He's been scoring against every opponent he's faced. He's their go-to guy. And when they need big baskets, big performances, he's their #1 man.
And Jaimes is he just stuffs the stat sheet, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's quietly having an outstanding tournament. Double-doubles, scoring, playmaking, his energy, but his versatility on the defensive side is the key for this Mexican team.
Omar Quintero, the head coach.
I'm a big fan of Omar. He's done great work with this Mexican team. They got off to a slow start in the first few games. Let's see if they can finish this tournament strong.
Now, Jordan will not have Freddie Ibrahim, so I would assume Malek Kanan is going to start tonight, along with Hollis Jefferson, Alna Jadawi, Al-Dwari, and Sami Bazai, but that has to be confirmed. But Kanan was kind of a revelation. Well, he came out and he played well against the USA, in fairness to him. And then for Jordan in their last game, he also came out strong. So indeed, it's Bazai, Kanan, Hollis Jefferson, Alna Jadwe, and Ahmad Al-Dwari. So Zane Alna Jadawi in the starting five. Abu Hawas, Ibrahim, Hamarche, Hamouri, Hussein, and Hashem Abbas coming off the bench. Like we said, Zed Abbas has already gone home.
Ahmad Al-Dwari has been a great low post scorer. He's been very impressive with his feeling for the game. And we have an excellent matchup at the 5-man spot with Al-Dwari and Josh Ibarra.
Well, Rondé Hollis-Jefferson really came out and exploded in the game against New Zealand when he had the 39 points. didn't really score that much in the last game.
Well, Jeff, he was hobbled with his ankle injury that slowed him down, and it was just a gutty performance to even be out there.
Wissam Al-Sous, the head coach, the former player, and probably, if I'm honest, out of all the coaches that I really feel for in this World Cup that we've seen, I probably feel worse for him that his team hasn't gotten to win, because his team has played hard. They've gotten the maximum, it feels like, out of their ability.
And you never know if you are going to be here in 4 years or not, as a player, as a coach, as whatever. Let's enjoy the game. Let's play hard. Let's give it our best, okay? Let's go home with a win, okay? Offensively, first offense, we go four RJs. Then you play in the corner, boom, and we go play. Next, I want to do kings between Dwayne and Zin, okay? Come on, let's go, play hard. 1 to 4, 1 to 4, we're in a quick head. With 5, we are on a black, okay? Let's go, man, let's go, play hard, let's go. 1, 2, 3, go there, let's go, have fun.
Like, nomás para correr a Fabián, te vas, Gabriel, boom, llegas, terminas con George, ¿ok? Y luego jugamos hiper normal. Fabián, Paco, George. Okay. Hey, y la tercera 0. Otro lado, es different. Para la izquierda. Por la izquierda, es lo mismo, pero por la izquierda. Okay. Normal. Different normal. Okay. Y aquí, tú pones el back pick en 0. Atacas Gabriel, mano derecha. Y ahí viene Paco a poner el back screen, ¿ok? Hey, los 5 primeros minutos. Y empezamos bien, dale, vamos.
So, Mike, you know, when it comes to Jordan, they had some good moments against Greece. And then they took on New Zealand and almost won the game. They went to overtime against the USA. They just had such a slow start. They weren't as competitive as they had been. But against Egypt, they were right there, and Egypt pulled away right at the end. This is a Jordan team that does not have Zed Abbas nor Freddie Ibrahim tonight, 2 players that were in the starting lineup at the start of this tournament.
A lot of the tournament is matchups. Now they're shorthanded. They've got a tall order ahead of them. But when you look at the way they played, even though they've lost, they've played well. This is why you feel for Wissam and the staff. But again, it's hard to win games at the World Cup, and both of these teams want to finish their tournament strong.
Good evening from Manila, the Mall of Asia. This is the FIBA Basketball World Cup and the game between Jordan and Mexico. And Giron whistled for a foul on Rondae Hollis-Jefferson right here at the beginning of the game. So Hollis-Jefferson immediately goes to the line. That's about as fast as you go to the line in a game.
And while he struggled through the ankle injury and showed so much heart playing last game, he played 39 minutes and shot 6 shots. The first possession, he's in attack mode. That's a great sign for Jordan.
I mean, you talk about if Rondae Hollis-Jefferson is at his best, in a way, he's almost like worth 2 players.
Well, that's his versatility, and I expect him to have primary ball handling responsibilities tonight without Ibrahim.
Giron for 3. That's a nice confident stroke from the captain, Gabriel Giron.
Mexico working together. Paul Stoll read the pick and roll coverage, ball reversal, catch and shoot, 3-point shot for Giron. Good teamwork on the first possession.
Rondae Hollis-Jefferson missing from the stripe, and Ibarra, who's kind of come to life here late in the World Cup, gets the rebound. Giron, he's already made 1 3. Now he's made 2.
He's been a streaky scorer. At times he can get hot. The captain, Gabriel Giron, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc.
Anna Jadawi hands it off to Hollis Jefferson. Kanan into the paint, hands it off to Al-Dwari. It's an interesting matchup with Ibarra. It might be kind of a real challenge for Al-Dwari on the evidence of that sequence right there. Here's Paco Cruz. And Mexico seemed to be more in the flow since they got that first win against New Zealand.
They seem more relaxed. Paco Cruz stepping into that jump shot very nicely. But the key point here is Josh Ibarra is physical enough to really battle Al-Dwari on the block.
How about the bounce pass to Hiron? Well, it has not started well for Jordan, that's for sure. 10-0 run for Mexico, forcing Wissam Al-Sus to call a timeout.
Guys, we need to do better on defense. Come on. That's so easy. All of their baskets, man, easy baskets. Guys, let's go now. Hey, we go 45 now. We go 45. And then next we go ice. But on defense, guys, Malik, you need to go trail that stand. Don't give him an open shot. Guys, here we have recover quickly. We're not recovering quickly. Get back. We need to be energetic on defense. Come on, let's go. Talk. I know, but you need to go back quicker. All of you on the recovery, we need to be quicker. Come on, let's go. 45. Let's go.
Well, Mexico getting a lift here right at the beginning of the game from Gabriel Hiron hitting a three on one wing and then going to the other wing and nailing another.
But on all of these possessions, we've seen great teamwork. Really good ball movement. There, a beautiful backdoor pass from Paul Stoll to an active cutting Hiron. You know, as you pointed out, Jeff, they're relaxed. They're just playing free, playing confident. Great start from Mexico.
And what you just brought out during the timeout off mic, you're telling me how this Jordan team was really going to struggle, you believe, without Ibrahim setting up the offense.
Well, Ibrahim is their main point guard, and a team grows accustomed to the organization and structure and playmaking from their main point guard. Now there's more responsibility of Kanan to organize the game. He's good in that complementary role, shooting, but I would even expect Hollis Jefferson to try to make plays.
Hiron gets inside, and the basket's not going to count, but there is a foul on Jordan on Al-Najdawi. It's always see Israel Gutierrez there waiting for his name to be called. Hiron hits 2 threes and then goes to the line when nobody can guard him and misses the free throws. One of the great oddities of basketball.
But you love the way he started this game with his energy, activity, and scoring. 9 points already.
Oh, nice move, Bazai. Hands it off to Al-Dwari. That's much better.
Good teamwork and nice play in the paint. Al-Dwari once again showing his soft touch.
Nice handoff to Ibarra. Playmaking from Paco Cruz. And
Paul Stoll with a great steal.
wow.
Just a veteran play. Look at this.
And Bazai gets it right back. Takes away the pass from Ibarra. Tough shot. Mexico's defense collapsing. Ibarra on him, and here's Ibarra. Good job, Bazai, coming up with the steal. Oh, and Hollis Jefferson tried to get to Alna Jadawi. Hollis Jefferson, look at him battle. And Al-Dwari goes up, and the whistle blows. There's Freddie Ibrahim cheering his teammates on. I'm not surprised Freddie picked up an injury. I mean, he played a lot of hard minutes the other day against Egypt.
Yeah, you could see him getting worn down. He's such a vital part of this Jordan offense. You know, the big thing for Freddie, he needs to play stronger, get his body stronger to play at a higher level. He did so many talented things for this Jordan team at the point.
He had that embarrassing moment where Ahab Amin stole the ball from him when he was allowing it to roll up the floor after the inbounds pass.
You know, but he'll learn from all those experiences just to do a better job taking care of the basketball and what it takes to win on this level.
Nice pass down low, and Ibarra dunks it home.
And Jeff, right now, the Jordan defense is just a step slow to recover, and Mexico is making them pay. Great high-low.
Maybe we'll see Freddie Ibrahim in Canada's CEBL, where you coach one day.
He would be a good addition.
He's from Canada.
He's from Mississauga, a suburb of Ontario, of Toronto, I'm sorry.
Here goes K.O. Cruz over to, oh, what a pass from Stoll, but gets away from Ibarra.
Jeff, Paul Stoll sees the floor so well. He's like one step ahead. Instead of making the regular pass out to the 45, he tried to feed the ball into the post to Ibarra. Really good teamwork in the early going from Mexico.
They probably really regret how the first round went. You know, that first game against Montenegro, they were right there with less than 4 minutes remaining. And here, Al Harmache scores. I mean, there's no telling how well Mexico, how things might have turned out for them had they won that opening game.
We've talked about the importance of the result of that first game.
And you also remember how Montenegro played against USA yesterday, and just kind of shows you how good that team was, and Mexico was right with them. Caron missing. Jaimes with the rebound. And Mexico maybe look a step faster right now, kind of like the way they were against New Zealand. Hollis Jefferson, you can count it! Back to a 6-point game.
Known for his versatility, not necessarily his shooting, but we've seen him elevate his play. One of the top performers here in the World Cup thus far.
Well, Jordan is a team that consistently falls behind early and has to come back, but they always do come back, except against the USA. Oh, Bazai, what a pass. And Hashem Abbas lays it up and in. And look at Freddie Ibrahim. He wants to go out there. Put him out there, coach. It's 15-11. Mexico leading Jordan. Timeout. Here again, the pass, and Abbas scoring.
Vamos, tranquilos en la ofensiva, ¿ok? Hey, vamos 0 abajo. Cambio. ¿Estás bien?
Yo, that's 5 turnovers. Take care of the ball.
Orlando, 0 abajo. Ok. Para la derecha o para la izquierda. Ok. Vienes por acá, Gabriel. La juegas.
¿Quién va a jugar? ¿Orlando?
Orlando, en down screen. Y listo para ir. Ok, para moverlo. Hey, síguete moviendo, estás solo. Contigo ayudan, dale, vamos. There you go.
Well, I didn't get a chance to say beforehand, Orlando Mendez, he's checking into the game now. Number 13, there's Giron, who's had the fast start, the captain. Orlando Mendez checking in, number 13 for Mexico. Look at Giron, 9 points today and 1 rebound. His average 8.8 and 2.5 rebounds. So he's off to a fast start, at least offensively. But this will be Mendez's last World Cup game, number 13. And I know that one of our colleagues was interviewing him before the game, and he said that Mendez was, while he didn't tear up, he was pretty close.
He's a very good guy. As I've coached against Mexico in the past, he and AJ Slaughter are both from Western Kentucky, so I got to know Orlando, really enjoy talking basketball with him.
How about Ibarra?
Josh Ibarra has started this game really well, scoring inside, hitting a jump shot, defending. He's a really important piece to this Mexico team.
The dump down low, Del Duari, fouled by Jaimes. Saw the highlight, or the replay, there's Jaimes.
And Jeff, you pointed out in earlier games, Jaimes fouled a lot. And he's such an important part of this team. He's got to defend without fouling.
Some backcourt pressure there by Al-Harmache. I mean, it feels kind of like Mexico have let Jordan off the hook here. They're back into within just 3 points. Paul Stoll down low to Jaimes, and he scores.
Again, Stoll, great vision, great ball movement. Jaimes, nice touch.
Into the corner, Al-Harmache. Ball falls to Hashim Abbas, off to Al-Duari. I have to say, Hashim Abbas is a player, in my opinion, who could have played more.
Well,
this World Cup.
The coaches know their team the best.
That's true. I'm not going to second guess. I know he's just a colleague of yours, so I can't say that to you with get any agreement.
However, he'll be important in tonight's game when they're shorthanded. Once again, Al-Duari, really good touch in the lane at the other end.
Jaimes missing badly, but Ibarra is there.
So Al-Duari must give more physical defensive effort for Jordan. Right now, there's no resistance for Ibarra. He cleaned up that offensive rebound too easily.
Al-Harmache. Jaimes steps back a little further and knocks down the three.
So Jaimes has been really good these last possessions, but for him to step out and hit a three like that, that's a great sign for this offense.
What a bounce pass that was. And Duari says, thank you very much with the dunk. Here's Mexico. Paul Stoll, rare that he misses that badly. There's, oh my! Rondae Hollis Jefferson just flies through the air, and even his wife raises her eyebrows.
So Jeff,
did you see Daddy? She was telling her kids.
Here's the highlight, but take a look here. First, don't reach, but second, Al-Duari seals in the lane, and then it's a runway set for takeoff. Rondae Hollis Jefferson with a highlight slam.
Jorge Gutierrez and Gael Bonilla, as well as Israel Gutierrez, now in the game for Mexico. Abu Hawash is checked in, as well as Hussein for Jordan. And look at Rondé Hollis-Jefferson taking it right away. He gets in, lays, oh, he doesn't make it. That can't be. He gets it back, and a foul is called, and he's mad at himself that he didn't score that.
Well, Jeff, it's visible how hard Rondé Hollis-Jefferson is playing. He's given this Jordan team fantastic effort. Great defense to come up with a steal. Just couldn't finish the play, but the second effort to get the offensive rebound rewarded with a trip to the free throw line.
And that's going to make him even more frustrated because he follows up the miss with a missed free throw. Although it was under pressure when he had that miss. He has a little wiggle at the free throw line before he shoots. Have you noticed that?
A little shoulder shimmy.
Yeah, shimmy. And that ball goes off. Gosh. 2 misses. Cannon and Al-Dwari shaking hands, brothers for life, no matter what happens, right? That's right. That's the same with you and me?
That's right. Taylor family.
And finally, Hollis-Jefferson gets it to go. Gael Bonilla hands it off to Jorge Gutierrez. Bonilla into the corner. Jaimes. Alhar Marche, final seconds, gets it off right in the nick of time to tie the contest at 24. What a comeback by Jordan.
Great comeback, but a team play, realizing a short clock. Hollis-Jefferson with a quick ball ahead, and Alhar Marche does the rest with a great transition layup.
End of 1, Jordan 24, Mexico 24.
After a strong start from Mexico, their numbers are still solid. You can see free throw shooting for both teams less than optimal, but 5 turnovers from Mexico, allowing this Jordan team to start their comeback. The Jordan team is also outscoring Mexico 6-0 off the bench.
Well, Wissam Al-Sous has to be happy with the response of his team after calling the timeout. They've come out and really gone for it. And without Freddie Ibrahim tonight, it has to be all hands on deck. Look at that dunk. You can't see it enough. Full extension, throwing it down, and just get out of my way.
Jeff, that should be the advertisement for FIBA basketball, flying through the lane to hammer home a dunk.
Very logo-like, wasn't it?
It was.
How about Courtside 1891? Have you got it? Scan in the barcode.
Not only do I have it, I love it. All the basketball information right there.
Video stream, scheduled scores, and more. Mike, I couldn't have said it any better myself. Second quarter action is underway here in the Mall of Asia between Mexico and Jordan. Jordan has battled back to take the lead. Now here they are forcing the turnover. Hashem Abbas and
Jeff, the effort and intent is correct, but we see they have less ball handling on the floor. Really, I don't think there's a pure point guard out there for them right now without Ibrahim.
There's not.
So they need to slow down and complete their plays.
Cruz fouled as he goes up.
Mexico is doing a really good job with Paco Cruz. They're reversing the ball to the second side, and he's done a great job getting into the paint here, drawing the foul.
Here's Daniel Migo. Not able to go, but he'll be with Mexico when they return to international basketball, obviously. We'll be hoping at the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Also the Americas qualifiers for the for the FIBA America qualifiers. And you coached in the BCL Americas earlier this year. You see the love for basketball down there. And how about Hashim Abbas? And I'm telling you, this guy can play. I know that Wissam Al-Sous probably knows his players better than me, but from my observation, this guy can help him.
Well, he's helping him right now.
But this foul doesn't help him. Number 21.
His activity and energy has been really positive. But now you see, look at the responsibility for Rondae Hollis-Jefferson guarding Paco Cruz and being the primary ball handler, basically playing the point.
So Rondae Hollis-Jefferson gets rid of it. Abu Hawass back to Hollis-Jefferson. Hashim Abbas rattles out. Hussein gets it. Look at the leaping ability of Abu Hawass, but doesn't score. Now Jorge Gutierrez, and Mexico appealing for an unsportsmanlike. He's trying to stop the break.
Yeah. I think that was a play on the ball for sure.
Yeah, but why don't you just play defense the normal way instead of just fouling it?
Well, coaches want their teams to play from a set defense. So that's the mentality. Use your fouls intelligently to stop the break, as we've seen many of these national teams do in the FIBA game.
Although you do open yourself up to the unsportsmanlike fouls.
Yeah, you have to practice it. You have to work on it.
Oh my goodness. And Gael Bonilla misses the dunk, but showing us his elevation in the process. Hollis-Jefferson. Authoritative rebound by Jorge Gutierrez. Paco Cruz. Nobody envies the assignment of having to guard him. Look at him. He just finds his way in.
Jeff, splitting the pick and roll and having the body control to finish in a lane, that was excellent, skillful.
Well, having a name like Cruz is probably appropriate because he was cruising right to the basket that time.
He was on cruise control in the lane.
He's definitely a newer model to have cruise control. Ooh. Abu Hawass gets it over to Hashim Abbas. Gutierrez over to Paco Cruz. And strong rebound from Hussein. And Hussein fouled Gutierrez, trying to stay in front of him, trying to draw the block. So Bazai's going to come back in. Al-Hamarche goes out. Watch Hussein. Now, he couldn't play 2 days ago because the pain was too much with his back. And you know that this guy's given everything to this team to come back out 48 hours later to play.
Yeah, they know what's on the line today. Hussein giving his teammates a great effort here.
We've heard some good, we heard some good stuff from Wissam Al-Sous before this game. Make sure you leave this World Cup with a win because you don't know when you're coming back.
And again, you can play well and win, play well and lose. You can lose and play poorly, but this Jordan team has lost and played very well.
Abu Hawass. That was one thing I wanted to ask Roy Rana after the last timeout, but I just didn't feel after the last press conference about his comments in the timeout. He was right. With about 10 minutes to go, he said, listen, guys, they weren't playing well. He's like, come on. You want to leave this tournament with a win. It's so important to go out of a tournament with a win, to leave a good impression of yourself and also leave feeling much better about the experience.
And we know how difficult these tournaments can be, where it's game after game after game, different matchups. It's really hard to win games here. So Jeff, you love what Paco Cruz is doing, but he's got to make higher percentage decisions with his passing out of the pick and roll. He's had a couple passes. One was a turnover, this one deflected out of bounds. A little bit more efficiency in that situation.
Ibarra getting into it a little bit with Hussein. 3-point shot, Paco Cruz. Gutierrez. Terrific rebound. Mexico will keep it.
And Jeff, Jorge Gutierrez is really competitive. Look at him here, he gets position. This is a point guard who has the ability to rebound. He does a lot of the dirty work, the blue collar stuff that helps a team win.
Here he is putting up the three. You can count that for number 7.
And early in his career, he was not known as a shooter, but he's worked really hard. He's improved his shooting, and we saw it on display there.
Former Pac-10 Player of the Year at California. Here's Hussein, it's good. Hussein fouled Cruz.
And if you watch that defensive possession, Hussein did that. He guarded that pick and roll extremely well. He got into the body early. He was on time with his hard show, but then he just held on a little bit too long.
Well, that is 4 quality minutes for Hussein. He's got 5 points. He's got 2 rebounds. In fact, now he leaves having played 5 minutes. And that's a huge bonus with Al-Dawari coming back out now.
Interesting now, Jorge Gutierrez is the defensive matchup on Hollis Jefferson.
Ball goes out of bounds. Well, this is interesting. Jordan's bench right now is outscoring Mexico's bench 13-3.
Well,
and
sometimes when you're shorthanded, the team knows they're shorthanded and has to rally, next man up mentality, and they're demonstrating that right now.
Hollis Jefferson fouled. He will go to the line for a 3-point play. But the interesting thing is they've had to take essentially 2 guys off the bench to put him in the starting lineup as it is. Look at Hollis Jefferson.
So Hollis Jefferson faces up Jerome, dribbles in, but see how he changes the timing of his release. Fantastic athleticism to take the contact, change the timing of his release, and have the touch to bank it in.
He's struggled with his free throw shooting a little bit in this tournament.
Spain pick and roll action. Paco Cruz sets a good back screen.
Good luck stopping that. Ibarra, I think he matches up quite well against Al-Dawari.
Well, Al-Dawari is not playing physical enough on the defensive end.
So who would have thought that Joshua Ibarra would have better stats right now than Al-Dawari? But he does. 10 points, 3 rebounds. Gutierrez with the foul. Al-Dawari has 9 points and 2 rebounds. Now the pass quickly up to Giron. And Abu Hawass fouls him.
You can see, Jeff, a great ball ahead by Jorge Gutierrez. He sees the floor so well, but Giron, again, has been so active in this first half. It's so difficult to defend talented, skillful players one-on-one in the open court. That time, Giron couldn't get to the rim, but he drew the foul.
Yeah, he's blown kind of hot and cold in this tournament, but when he gets it going, he's about as good a shooter as there is out on the court. I guess you'd probably say that about a lot of shooting guards or small forwards. Abu Hawass, there you go. I was pumping him up at the start of the tournament.
That was a nice shot from the wing.
Mexico by 1. Ibarra.
So there was some discussion from Mexico that it went off of Jordan. I think that's a great decision by Omar Quintero not to challenge there. Save it for later in the game.
So foul called. You know, in a lot of the professional sports that you watch, see the battle for position down low. Coaches or managers will have quick access to video, to a live broadcast, for example, where they can see maybe they need to challenge it and they're going to win it. But that's not the case here.
But even if you should win it, it's so early in the game.
Yeah.
Your challenges are more valuable to you in
later.
winning time possessions later.
Paco Cruz missing. Now Al-Dwari.
So on the rebound, Al-Dwari
Yep.
just chucked Josh Ibarra in the back.
He's just giving him the stare because the whistle seemed to him to be a little late. Well, to be honest, Fabian Jaimes pushed just as hard and got away with it. He was on the other side. But I think Mexico got a break on that one.
You know, Jeff, let's think about the referees for a second. Every single call
is
one team is going to be happy,
and
the other team is going to be upset. So the referees can't win.
No. Good rebound. I mean, the only thing you can do is you just wipe out complaints.
Yeah, well,
if you complain, you get a technical.
I think the key is managing the game. And that's what we've seen these guys do a really good job at the ball evasion.
There's a reach, and again, case in point. And they will be the first to tell you they're not going to get them all right. And I think that one is just a case of the reach. The referee sees the reach and just makes the call. But maybe it was a bit harsh on Giron.
And Jeff, right now, Mexico is 7 of 10 from the free throw line. And before this shot, Jordan is 5 of 11. Now 6 for 12.
And we've got a tie game, 37 apiece. So Hashem Abbas giving good minutes tonight for his country. Al-Harmashe comes back into the game. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay at this end.
So when Paco Cruz has two defenders on him, he's got to try to move the ball quickly because they have an advantage after Ibarra he's gone to the rim. They missed an opportunity there.
Traveling on Paco Cruz.
And for Mexico, they have to recognize the short shot clock. The inbound situation is right in front of their bench. It's not only on the players on the floor, teammates, coaches on the bench. Hey, there's 3 seconds, 3 seconds.
Oh boy, Jaimes putting the pressure on Hollis Jefferson. Al-Dwari.
So on the last possession, we saw Gutierrez switch on to the point guard, and the matchup was Jaimes on Hollis Jefferson. Omar Quintero changing matchups on the most important player for Jordan.
Paco Cruz not shooting it too well right now.
But he had that matchup to attack against Al-Dwari and chose to look inside before the ball came back to him. Teamwork on offense.
Ooh. Two of 7 from the floor. Paco Cruz. Here's Stoll. That's his money.
You know, Jeff,
so good, accurate.
Yeah, he can get his shot when he wants it, but he sees the floor so well and sets his teammates up so well. That time he turned the corner, stepped back, and buried a 3. Sensing a time. Ooh.
Oh, nice feed. Al-Dwari fouled. Oh, good luck stopping that. Well, Stoll's first bucket of the game at the other end. Al-Dwari makes both. His wife is here cheering him on, standing up, has been the whole time. You can see her over there behind the Jordan bench. She's probably got a better view than the team. She's elevated. Ibarra takes it deep. Then he dumps it off to Jaimes. Now they scrap for the basketball. Dwari comes up with it. Hollis Jefferson putting the pressure on. And Abu Hawass did a good job recovering to get the basketball. Looked like he had lost it. Oh. Great effort, Hollis Jefferson. Here's Abu Hawass. Nice finish out of a very chaotic possession.
And we saw Jordan maybe react a little slower, be a step slow early. They've got that energy right now, and now they've also got the lead.
Will Jordan get their first win of the FIBA Basketball World Cup? Because if they do, it'll have a lot to do with the play of Hollis Jefferson, of Al-Dwari, but then other guys like Abu Hawass, who need to play well tonight.
Listen, guys, we have 2 shots now. We're gonna go. Listen, we're gonna try to go, if we can, a quick one, okay? If it's possible to go with a quick one. What I wanna do is this. I want RJ here, I want Sammy here, okay? And I mean, No, Hamasha, you're here. Amin with the ball. Okay? Oh no, Sammy with the ball, and Amin here. We're gonna set a stagger for you, Amin. Come up, Dwayne. I want you to be here. Try to curl it. If nothing happens, RJ here. Hamasha, you're gonna come and set a back pick for Dwayne. So I mean, you're always curling. If you open, we give it to you. If not, RJ's open, you go corner, and Hamasha, you're from here, going set cross screen for Dwayne. There we go. If they go zone, we go C1, RJ in the high post. Okay, go.
1, 2, 3. Go there.
Go.
Well, Ibarra has been lively tonight for Mexico. He's been scoring, he's been rebounding, and Hollis Jefferson has been flying high.
There's our logo.
So,
you know what I like about Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Jeff? When he's calling for the ball, he's calling for the ball with the classic, woo, woo.
that's how it used to be, right?
That's old school. I love it.
First one was good. When you say old school, are you talking like 1930s?
No, that
1940s?
more new school than that.
1950s?
Come on.
Okay.
This is, if you played any pickup basketball anywhere in the world, you're calling for the ball, you want to get your teammates' attention.
Is that what you used to do?
Woo, woo, I'm open.
And the other guys, if they're not used to that, they're like, what are you doing?
No, they pick it up right away. I can't wait till the rest of the Jordan players do it.
It sounds like you're at a zoo or something. Oh, offensive foul, Al Marche. Hashem Abbas back in the game. They're going to set Al-Dwari down for the remainder so he doesn't pick up another foul. He's got two.
These last possessions can be really critical. Let's see who can capitalize in the last 30 seconds.
Oh, look at Jaimes. Jaimes' athleticism and aggression just take over in that situation.
So that's an example of a winning play. Ibarra does a great job posting up strong, puts it up, misses, but look at this effort, boom. It's a 50-50 rebound, and his effort and second effort earns trips to the line.
Well, Al-Dwari might come back in for offense. 12.8 seconds.
Yep, offense, defense, substitution.
So Hashem Abbas is going to go off. He should run into the picture. Gail Bonilla back in for his defense. Oh, Hollis Jefferson keeps the dribble. What effort that was. Abu Hawass now off to the races. Great play from Abu Hawass. He really goes for it, doesn't he?
So the loose ball drew so much attention from Mexico, they got themselves out of position. And then when the ball went over the top to Abu Hawass, it triggered a 2-on-1, and he gets to the free throw line. So sometimes a scramble situation like that, guys try to dive on the floor, try to get the loose ball, and it compromises your basket coverage.
The only thing is they've left time for Mexico, if he makes these free throws, to go down and score. Seven points for Abu Hawass. Make it 8. And that was a good attempt.
A floating three.
43-43. Jordan are knotted with Mexico at halftime. Well, this Jordan team searching for their first win. They trailed by as many as 11 points, but they're walking to the locker room and the numbers, maybe they would be leading if they made more free throws. Both teams, in fact.
Slight advantages for Mexico in certain areas, but you know, the bench for Jordan has stepped up 21-3. They're outscoring the Mexican reserves. If you're Jordan, you love where you are. You see your team stepping up. If you're Mexico, you're concerned because you've gotten off to a good start and you're still at square one, 0-0.
So Rondé Hollis-Jefferson and Paco Cruz, you could see Hollis-Jefferson having a much better game. It didn't seem like it was going to be that initially, but Paco has not been KOing many shots today. And look at the assists for Hollis-Jefferson.
Well, Hollis-Jefferson is so versatile. He picks up where his team needs him. Without the playmaking of Freddie Ibrahim, you can see the ball is in Hollis-Jefferson's hands more, and he's creating and setting his teammates up. But also, too, part of the reason Paco Cruz, his numbers are not as big as they were, is because of Hollis-Jefferson's matchup defensively on
Mexico trying to win to improve their chances of getting to the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. They've got a lot of work to do. 43 apiece here in this battle. Both teams, in fact, it was knotted at 24 at the end of the first quarter as well. There's Hollis-Jefferson taking the punishment. You know, we haven't seen much of Gail Bonilla tonight.
4 minutes and 1 rebound.
So at the break, 43-43, Mexico and Jordan.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are all on the same team.
We have the power to change lives through basketball.
Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Ivanovic, now he misses the layup. Now quickly, outlet to Tyrese Halliburton. The lob to Banchero. And Mike, Montenegro can't afford the misses.
Musuela, who's made the last one, kicks it to Dia. 8 on the shot clock. Spain don't panic. They go inside to Garuba. Got to go up. Fernandez with a prayer at the end of the clock. Knocks it down. Timeout, Lavia. And Rudy Fernandez does what Rudy Fernandez does.
As Doncic will try from midcourt. He gets it from the logo. The fans on their feet. His dad in the stands. Slovenia all but securing their future to the quarters.
Pushes that lead back up to 10. And
wow.
I believe it was a block. They're gonna say it was a block.
Behind that pass, Wagner slam. It's Schroeder to Wagner. Germany fans on their feet.
Well, the finish was powerful, but the pass was exquisite.
Doncic hits Horvat. No, it's blocked. Exum there on the read. No look pass to Toby. They've had a connection all tournament long.
It is, and they got to reevaluate. The hard showing on everyone.
Bogdanovic, turnaround, quick shot, takes it. Bogdanovic, troika, troika, troika. Well, coach, it may be troika time. He's made the three-pointer. Then going into the halftime break with a 2-point lead. Well, dobro jutro, dobar dan, dobra večer, laku noć, Serbia. That is for you.
Normantas. And, oh, the rejection from Antetokounmpo on Big Jonas. What a swat.
Where's now? Pulls up, half court. Oh, baby! 3 puntos, por favor. Trevon Waters. Ay, Dios mío. Incredible, as they would say back in Puerto Rico. Away in the flush. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Gabriel Herron with 13 points leading the way. He came out shooting it well and knocking down those 3-pointers. Gave Mexico a great start. Like to hit some more in the second half. You can even hear the ball swishing through the net.
That's a great sound. But Jeff, you know, Herron has been a big part of this offense. He sparks his team with a strong start. I'm very interested in this second half to see which team is able to create some separation.
What can you say about Rondé Hollis-Jefferson?
He does so much for this Jordan team. Today, taking more responsibility with the playmaking, absent Freddie Ibrahim. But again, finding different ways to score, this fantastic finish in the lane. Again, isolating, going one-on-one. He's so good in that mid-range pull-up, mid-post area. You see him facing up here. This was the great change your release point bank shot. 11 points and 7 assists at halftime for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. He does everything for this team.
(43-43), Jordan and Mexico. And you know, you think about the bigger picture of where these programs are and what they're going to be doing, and I guess the beauty, and you will know this because you coached Poland for so long, the beauty of the system right now is that, okay, the World Cup will end, but you know, it's not going to be that long that you're going to have to wait before you get back out there with your national teams and playing competitions. Although I think the the next windows are going to take place in February. They were supposed to be November, but because of the World Cup finishing in, you know, September.
Yeah.
The decision was taken that it's going to be in February, but that's good, isn't it? Because it's not, you don't have to wait now till the next summer.
Yeah, again, you love the in-season windows for FIBA. You have that feeling playing several windows in a qualifications or some type of process. You know, one of the things that helped us with Poland is the fact that we were together for so many years, and you build and develop a core and let that core develop and go through different experiences, different successes, different failures, and you help these players grow into roles that eventually they can play well on this big stage. One of the things that I think was great for our guys when they left the domestic league of Poland and played in, let's say, the ACB Spain, Italy, or the Turkish league, then they were playing not only, you know, let's say their regular domestic league in those good leagues, but they were playing Euro Cup, Basketball Champions League, Euro League games. And playing 2 games a week on that level helped our guys progress. And that's one of the things that I feel like a lot of the teams in Europe have advantages when they come to the World Cup because of where they come from, the competition, they're used to the style of play. And again, you look at these different regions, there are so many quality national teams competing for these precious and valuable spots in the World Cup or the Olympics from places like Europe.
Yeah, you go through the qualifiers and you have to get together regularly, and perhaps you have not as much time to prepare, but it's these frequent reunions that allow you to, they do allow you to build some continuity.
And the more you're together, the more you go through it, the easier it is to prepare in a short time. For example, in these windows, you may have 1 or 2 practices. Those 1 or 2 practices, if you have a core, if you have a system established, you have a big advantage because you can get to a bigger depth of system, meaning you have more plays available for your guys. They're on the same page. They've seen different coverages and situations together. So that is the importance of keeping a group together, building a core, helping a team play within a system. And you see a lot of these national teams and federations that change coaches all the time. They struggle. It's the teams that are consistent. It's the teams that build and grow that come up with big runs or great achievements.
Yeah, I mean, thinking of 2019, you guys in the Czech Republic. I mean, that never could that have been truer.
And that is all because of a federation's commitment to a coach having a vision, building the team in a certain way, and sticking with it.
Well, as we look at the faces here, the close-ups, you know, think about that. How many of these guys are going to be back out there with their countries? And I would assume the majority of these guys will be playing in the qualifiers. And the great thing is that, you know, it's going to be at home. And that was one of the big reasons for having the system of competition, was to give the home fans a chance to see their national teams play. And I'll tell you, Mexico, for example, they have gobbled up that opportunity. They have played in front of some huge crowds.
You know,
and in different parts of the country.
That's one of the best aspects of the in-season windows, that the players are able to play in their home country and see the fans and have the fans see them on a consistent basis.
Vamos, vamos, dale. Primero 5 minutos, vamos. 1, 2, 3.
And one other thing, as you look at the scanning the barcode to get the FIBA Basketball World Cup app in your smartphone for stats, schedules, scores, results, that's what you need. Definitely to have it at your fingertips. I mean, what I love about the windows, Mike, is that when they start, you know you're going to have several days in a row, and it's just constant like, who won? Who played? Who had the big game? And you look at all the highlights, and it's just all day.
From all over the world.
Yeah, from all over the world. We're underway. The second half. Can Jordan get that elusive first win at this FIBA Basketball World Cup? Or will Mexico get their second win?
Nice play to start the half. Post reaction, skip, back screen for a three. Bullseye, Bazai just off.
James has to do better than that going up against Hamarche. Here's Bazai.
Again, the responsibility of players is to create a good shot when your number is called.
Bounce pass. Oh, nice give and go attempt. And I think Ibarra was supposed to pass it to Giron in the corner.
But the other thing here is a lot of times guards are not thinking about cutting to the basket. Small guards who are not finishers. So the avenue was there. It's a good idea from Josh, but Paul Stoll was not thinking to cut to the basket and finish. That's not his game.
And Hollis Jefferson fouled by James. And there is Mrs. Hollis Jefferson applauding away. There you go. He is quite a player.
And you can see as James tried to contest the shot, he just got his shooting elbow on the way up.
Remember the 4-point play that Hollis Jefferson had against New Zealand with 10 seconds remaining in the game?
That's the shot of the tournament, Jeff.
Of the World Cup. That is.
It is.
It led to overtime, and New Zealand were able to hold on. James, short. And Aldwari, a little slow reaction by his standard to get the ball. And the ball goes out of bounds, but the foul's called. So that was a call. Abu Hawass clattering into Giron. Wow, look at that. It looked like he was bumped as well on the shot.
Paul Stoll, high percentage.
You could have Giron, you could have Stoll, and you could have Cruz. Boy, that would be a big-time shooting contest between those three guys. They have called a foul. And now Stoll. So 3 free throws.
So the thing here is,
just a little bit of contact at the end with his body, maybe.
Yeah. However, let's look at the big picture. Paul Stoll buries a key three down this end, ties the game, and the whole point is one of these teams has to start getting some stops so that you're not trading baskets. And you contest a shot, end up fouling. Fortunately,
Abu Hawass only makes one, fortunately for Mexico.
Yeah.
And look at that.
Again, we said it in the first half. There is no physicality from Aldwari on the defensive end.
Abu Hawass, high flying. And Ibarra, oh, that's going to be a technical. Loss of emotional discipline. You simply, oh, Freddie Ibrahim's doing a little jig over there. Look at this.
So Josh did do a great job going up straight.
He did. He's frustrated.
But you can't react like that. Again, we saw it last game with Egypt.
I mean, there is body. He's gone up. Sometimes you just accept that the attacking player is going to get the benefit of the call.
But now, what events are going to create something in this game that changes it? Can Jordan use the absence of Ibarra
Well, you know, that's
to start a run?
This is what really, and this is what all the players have to learn. It might be a bad call, but you're going to make it a really bad call if you get a technical. He's got 4 fouls. He's on the bench. And Mexico have just lost their battering ram.
And there are 17 key minutes remaining in your World Cup appearance.
So it's a shame for Ibarra, but you just can't react like that. And we saw it in the first game as well. 3 times Egyptian players reacted to calls. In fact, no, 2 times. And also coach Roy Rana, and they all got technicals. Hiron from deep. That's good.
Again, Cruz getting into the paint. The paint touch 3, high percentage because the shooters, it's a rhythm 3 and they're facing the rim.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Oh, he pulled over our photographer, Milad Payami. Is he okay?
Milad giving up his body for the shot.
That was incredible. He's still there. 53-52. Mexico over Jordan. Zai for 3. The game's heating up a lot. How about that? They're trading 3-pointers. It's a 3-point shooting contest all of a sudden. Oh, look at Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Bazai back to Hollis-Jefferson. Oh, look at that. Nice give. Oh, behind the back. Showtime, Sammy.
So, Bullseye Bazai shows a different part of his game and turns into Showtime Sammy.
Look at this. Behind the back. And then Jaimes with the hack of all hacks to make sure Al-Dwari doesn't go up. Look at this. You're not going to release that ball. That's one of the best behind the back passes that we've seen. And because of that, he gets the assist.
But if you're Mexico, know your personnel. The ball was thrown to Hollis-Jefferson at the 3-point line, and they overreact and run to him. He's not a high percentage 3-point shooter. So as you rotate and close him out, Bazai basket cuts, and now you give up the play at the rim.
Israel Gutierrez catches, turns, and scores over Al-Dwari.
Maybe not as easy as with Ibarra, but a very good finish from Israel Gutierrez.
Zai starting to heat up.
And Jeff, that's bullseye.
It is indeed. Sammy Bullseye strikes again. Stoll. Oh. Stoll almost knocked one down from press row.
But Mexico can't panic and just start hoisting threes. They've got to stick with what has gotten them there, the good teamwork and ball movement.
Stoll knocks it out of Al-Dwari's hands.
Really good play there from the veteran.
Oh, behind the back from Stoll. Here's Cruz, hands it off to Gutierrez. Much better from Mexico.
And you love the fact that Jaime's cleaned it up with his energy on the boards. Jordan is really defending Paco Cruz well, but he's finding a way to help his teammates with some playmaking.
Gutierrez slides into Hollis Jefferson. What are they complaining about this for? That is an obvious foul. Come on, guys.
You know, my experience from coaching certain players, Jeff, some guys act like they've never committed a foul in their life.
I mean, I'm sorry, but yeah.
That's an accountability thing. Be accountable for your actions. We all make mistakes. We all foul.
Yeah, admit it. Well, they only cash in with one of the two free throws. But Jordan back in front. Oh, Stoll falls, but he keeps his dribble. He dribbles in, throws it, it goes off Bazai. Abu Hawas spins to get away from Giron. Al-Dwari spins, goes up. Giron drives, oh, he gets, that's gonna be goal interference. The ball had already gone off of the backboard. So Mexico go back in front. Doing a little bit of window cleaning. Look at this. Just making sure he gets that little spot off the glass.
Jeff, he plays above the rim.
He does. I'm quite enjoying this third quarter. The only thing we're missing is Palomitas. Paco Cruz.
And that was reminiscent of the Pa KO we saw last game.
Well, congratulations to Japan. They are Olympics bound. What a successful FIBA Basketball World Cup it's been for them. The highest finishing Asian team. That has just been confirmed with China's defeat to, I think, no, it's just been announced. Anyway. Some really interesting things. South Sudan also going, what a story that is.
The storylines that emerged from the World Cup, really interesting and inspiring.
Look at this. Abu Hawas comes up with a steal and the dunk. And Giron did the right thing by not trying to block it. Because Abu Hawas has an explosive leap and he goes up with two hands. You're not going to get that. Stoll wide open. That was long. Cruz gets blocked, it looked like. Ball still made it up there. Unless that was an optical illusion and there was no deflection. Do you prefer the two-handed dunk or the one-handed dunk?
Try to dunk with two hands in traffic, especially.
And a foul called.
So the one thing about Rondae Hollis Jefferson's game is his pull-up is herky-jerky. And he kind of snaps his head back a little bit. And this is what Mexico is talking about.
I have to call it if I see it. Paco, you know you touched him, come on. Enough, okay? This is not NBA, like he yelled and he's fouled. Would you want this kind of call? You're going for a shot, somebody touches your elbow. You're a shooter.
Well, it's okay to have a conversation with the referee to talk about it.
Would you want me to call
Orlando Mendez coming back into the game, his last ever FIBA Basketball World Cup game.
I don't know why he always get that call.
Okay.
So he misses the first. His free throw shooting has not been brilliant. As I said earlier, he's only 5 of 10 tonight. He's had some other misses as well in this tournament. Oh, he missed everything, but he's going to get another one because Mexico were in the lane too soon.
So Mexico is saying he shot faked his free throw.
Okay, so they're saying they're going to call it a jump ball possession there because both people were in the lane too soon, both teams.
I would like to get some clarity on that one.
Alternating possession, so yeah, they're not going to explain it more than that. Stoll open. Gets it to Gutierrez. Nice pass to Jaimes. Much better. Cutting to the basket, Jaimes. They can play well when they want to, when they put their minds to it, Mexico. And you're right about Jordan with Aldwari. He's not quite as dominant tonight. Here is the three, and all of a sudden the initiative being seized by Mexico. Stoll back outside, Heron. Oh, good idea. It'll stay at this end with 14 on the shot clock. Once again, Fabian Jaimes having himself quite a game. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists.
Stuffing the stat sheet.
Here he is. Look at that. Takes a bump. They've weathered the storm pretty well without Ibarra, to be honest, who's on the bench with 4 fouls.
Yes, Israel Gutierrez has been very active, and he's worked really hard. But what I've liked about Mexico for the majority of this game is their teamwork and ball movement. 17 assists to 10 turnovers to this point of the game.
So he made 1 of 2. He's got 11 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Here goes Aldwari, traveling. It feels to me Aldwari is kind of running low on fuel after a tough tournament.
It can be.
Mendez missing. Well, there he goes, deflecting the pass over to Hollis Jefferson, so he did well on that one. I mean, to suggest that Aldwari worked hard in the earlier games is an understatement. I mean, he's played so hard in this tournament, and it just seems like he's a little tired. So he's going to come out with Hussein coming in. As you look at the replay, look at this. He had that extra effort there. I mean, I've got no complaints. Even if he's not as good today and he's not as physical, I've got no complaints because he's played so hard.
And he's been a key for their team, why they're here, why they're doing well. You know, a lot of coaches will have, a shorter shift or substitution rotation for their big men because big men fatigue faster. And I'm sure back-to-back games have worn on the big fella. But just to this point in the game, Rondé Hollis Jefferson has attempted 13 free throws. So he's doing a great job getting to the free throw line.
Giron, high arcing shot. And Hussein gets it off in time. Wasn't that far off, was it? (68-65), Mexico lead Jordan at the end of 3.
Looking at the numbers, Jeff, again, you can see big free throw advantage in terms of attempts for Jordan, mostly to do with Hollis Jefferson. Rebounds 33-21 for Mexico. Mexico with 9 3-point makes, 39%. Both teams even in assists. Bench points again, Jordan, next man up mentality, rallying with the shorthanded roster, 26-5.
Do you know what's interesting, Mike, as we look at the highlights? Malik Khanun was so important in the last game for Jordan. And he started, wasn't playing well. He hasn't gotten back in the game.
The Khanun cannon, especially missing Freddie Ibrahim, the starting point guard, you expected him to have, you know, an important role to make up for that. But it's been Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's been Abu Halas, it's been other players and a team effort.
Scan at the barcode to get courtside 1891 in your smartphone. With that in mind, are you surprised that we haven't seen Mexico press at all? Try to get some pressure on the backcourt, maybe?
Well, Mexico, one of their main issues throughout the entire tournament.
There he is. We're talking about him. Look at this. The energy tracker, that's what it is. It escaped me for a minute there. You can see all that time. I think that was the energy tracker. And it just shows how many minutes he plays, and he's just really loaded up on it. I'm guessing he's going to come back out. Hollis Jefferson goes up, comes down, limping down the court a little bit. 22 points, 8 assists.
But one of the issues for Mexico has been guarding the ball one-on-one. So this is why I would say they're chosen not to pick up full court. And I just have to say that that is a tough matchup for Gabriel Giron one-on-one to try to guard Hollis Jefferson in his wing isolation.
He's got to be careful clapping like that. Here is Stoll, another three-pointer for Paul Stoll.
That's a big bucket right there.
12 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. And here he is on getting the steal. Oh boy, that is close to an unsportsmanlike. If they go review it, they could. They're going to look at it, and I fear for Hollis Jefferson here because I believe they're going to say unsportsmanlike, but we'll listen to the referees explain it.
Faster camera, normal speed, please play. Please play. Okay, go back. Let's find the point of contact first. Okay, so here we have a point of contact. If we check, he's not the last. No open patch. Contact is reaching for the ball.
Maybe it's free now?
So for me, this is a normal play, normal basketball movement, so normal personal foul. Okay? So after we review, we stay with a normal personal foul. We have sideline, 24 on the shot clock, yeah?
So, Mike, that was the first action, and I saw the second action. I just saw his left hand go out there on his waist. and hold him. So I didn't see him actually reach out and get the ball the first time.
Yeah, the danger for any player trying to stop the break with a smart foul is reaching across the body. So that's what made it close. But the other factor we saw here is Abu Hawass, #1, was back behind. So
yeah, exactly.
He was not the last man. Well done again by the officials.
Stole for 3. Hashim Abbas back to Hussein, who can shoot it, so they can't leave him open. Abu Hawass. Oh boy, Abu Hawass, and that is definitely an unsportsmanlike.
And Jeff, we talk about Paul Stoll on the offensive end, but look at these last few possessions defensively. Really using his experience, intelligence. Look at him on the ball here. Gets a hand on it.
This is partially due to the lack of backcourt.
Without a doubt. Again, Abu Hawass has played well today, but he's not a pure point guard. So the primary ball handler, Freddie Ibrahim, is missing, and this is how it impacts your game in small ways.
We do have Malik Cannon, but he's not in there, so. Paul Stoll's putting together a nice night. 14 points now, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and he'll always have a few steals. He's got 4 steals. Gets it to Gutierrez. Here is Gael Bonilla. Back to Gutierrez. 3-second violation.
So Gutierrez raises his hand like my fault,
Okay,
but it's not Gutierrez.
Now. Look who's in the game.
Yeah.
So Bazai goes out. Don't forget Malik Khanna can shoot it. You didn't forget, did you?
No, because I know that he is the Cannon.
Exactly. Here he is, wide open. Oh, well, he's just come into the game, so it's understandable. Hashim Abbas, his pass goes off of Mendez and out of bounds.
And now Paco Cruz re-enters for Mexico. He's gotten about 3 minutes of rest and plus the quarter break. Look for Paco to try to step his game up and help his team down the stretch.
Well, his shooting percentage will suffer because of that, but he had no choice. He had to put it up at the end of the shot clock. Cruz has been relatively quiet tonight for his status. And that's saying something because he's got 13 points. And that was definitely a missile that missed. Didn't have too much arc on that. We're in the final 7.5 minutes. Paul Stoll whistled for a foul. I like Paul Stoll a lot.
He's a veteran, he's a leader.
But let's see here. But I'm afraid he's a player that never commits a foul.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that call.
But it's a smart foul because he's at a disadvantage in the low post. Foul so you can reset your defense and get your matchups right.
Exactly. How about Hollis Jefferson? Heron trying to step in front, and Hollis Jefferson is going to be lifted off the floor. Do you think he's going to be able to go I mean, would it be better for Hollis Jefferson to go sit down, or might he tighten up? Look at this.
What I'm impressed with Hollis Jefferson, he splits the pick and roll with ease. And then he's so athletic going to the basket. This is why he's able to draw these fouls. This will be his 15th free throw attempt.
See, he takes his time this time and he makes it. He struggled the last time. Would you rather that he pull up and just take the jumper?
No,
After
his game is to try to get to the rim and finish.
Okay.
He's so athletic. You see him leaning and creating angles to the basket.
He's gonna limp down the court. He's wincing.
So it's his ankle for sure, Jeff. He had his ankle, he tweaked it against USA. He gutted it out in the last game against Egypt.
He's just gonna tie him up tighter.
Yeah, lace him up and keep going. Now, the question I have is, when does Omar Quintero bring Josh Ibarra back into the game? You have a 4-point lead with 7 minutes to go.
Well, it just depends. What are you getting out of your center right now? Gutierrez.
And he's been solid.
Here he is, catching it, going up, but gets blocked. Now that's where Ibarra does not get blocked. Look at, all of a sudden, the burst of speed, back outside to Cannon. He's been on the court for a while, and he felt it, and he nailed it. Malik Cannon, the cannon.
This play was all set up by Hollis Jefferson, penetrating, pressuring the rim. You see him get into the paint. Again, Jeff, paint touch threes, high percentage, especially when it's the cannon.
And that is just another reminder of how good that man is, Rondé Hollis Jefferson.
Makes his teammates better.
Sí, pero al revés. Con el 5. Okay. Paco, se lo pones. Sin marcar nada, ¿ok? Fabián aquí arriba por si no recibe él y juegan tú y Paco, ¿ok? Vamos, 6 minutos. Y cuando estamos en motion de lado a lado, se quedan ellos como handball. El antiflex, córtale. Son 2 puntitos, ¿ok? Sale, cabrones, vamos. Dale. Defense, 1, 2, 3.
Well, you can see right there the player energy tracker. We were just talking about when Ibarra might come in. You can see he's been sitting down since early in the third quarter, and I think somebody must have heard you because now he's coming into the game. But he's got 4 fouls after the technical. Meanwhile, Al-Dwari sat down a little bit according to the energy tracker, and I really like that graph at the end of the third and the beginning of the fourth. Look at this, the minutes tracker for those 2 guys as well. So he hasn't played at all in the fourth quarter. Ibarra is rested, but is he too rested? Has he lost the feel for the game? That's the question. Here's the pass to Fabian Jaimes. He gets away. Abu Hawass up to Hashem Abbas. Wow! Jordan have taken the lead.
And it's all about execution in winning time.
Well,
6:20 to go.
Ibarra was trying to make the right play with the pass. Just good defense.
Too much traffic there.
And the pass gets away from Giron.
Back-to-back turnovers for Mexico. They need to settle in. 1-point lead for Jordan.
Did you know that, speaking of Jordan, maybe this is going to be their night? This was the first time in their last 13 games at the FIBA Basketball World Cup that they had not trailed at halftime. Maybe it's a full moon. Did you notice?
Jeff, we have been in the hotel and in the arena. We haven't even noticed that there's been 2 typhoons here.
Oh, God. The drive and the foul, I'm not laughing. I'm just laughing because...
It's the truth. We're so focused on this great tournament.
That was the foul. Is that on Ibarra? Or is it on... No. on Giron. I noticed it was raining a lot. Aldari makes it. 5:47 remaining. I just, you know, considering everything that Jordan has endured, the loss of players, no Freddie tonight, steady Freddie. He wasn't ready, he couldn't play. And look at this, another turnover, and they get it back this time. Good job by Paco Cruz. It's incredible that Jordan are in this game. I mean, you would think Mexico would be able to put them away.
Yet they haven't.
Oh, that's nice. Getting it inside to big Josh Ibarra.
And we expect Paco Cruz to score, but his playmaking has really set up his teammates well.
You saw that, obviously, the double-double for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And Cannon, oh, the cannon misses the layup. Giron, meanwhile, gets in. Oh, he handed it off to Ibarra, but it goes out of bounds. He definitely handed it, and it definitely hit. A coach's challenge here? Because I didn't think they'd review an out of bounds unless they're reviewing something else. Let's listen.
Reviewing out of bounds, we have coach's challenge. Go back. One more time. So we have a...
the leg, the white.
Do we have another angle? Try this one. We have a...
Camera at the baseline.
Looks like a green knee, right? You see the green knee? We have another.
This.
So yeah, it's green knee. We have from the green knee.
No change the direction the ball in the white leg.
Let's see if it changed.
The only leg is there, because the leg of the black is not there.
Yeah, it's only this one. So we only have green. Green was the last, nobody else touched, so
okay.
Ball for the white.
White ball, okay, maintain the decision on the court.
Yeah,
so,
okay. After review, ball for white team. Yeah.
Mike, in the defense of Giron, I have to say, when you saw the replay here, it did look like maybe it had gone off of Jefferson. And maybe that's what he thought, and that's why he was appealing.
Yeah, but it's critical that coaches that players are honest for their coaches.
Yeah.
Omar wants to fight for his team, so he's going to challenge that because the players convince him, hey, it's off them. But it really wasn't.
Abu Hawass open for three. Goes back to Mexico. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, 24 points, 10 assists, 5 rebounds. There's Freddie Ibrahim, not able to play tonight with some type of injury or leg issue. And Hollis-Jefferson has been one of the guys to the rescue. I mean, really, collectively, overall, it's been great, but he's really been tough. So Rondé Hollis-Jefferson picks up his third personal foul.
Paco
Jordan
Cruz.
over the limit, so Mexico get free throws.
Paco Cruz curls the screen.
Should they not be getting? They shouldn't be shooting free throws. Are they not over the limit? I thought they were. No, that's the fourth. Sorry.
So there's the value of Josh Ibarra, the mid-roll playmaking. Nice play from Paul Stoll to him on a pocket pass. Here's the pocket pass from Stoll, and here's the mid-roll playmaking. Jaimes sitting in what we call the dunker spot on the baseline, steps to the open area, and even though the ball didn't go in, there was interference with the net and the basket. Goaltending, 77-76.
I like how Ibarra makes those bounce passes. He's doing a good job.
But this is the mid-roll playmaking. That is skill for a big man to be able to, number one, catch the ball, and number two, deliver. Jeff, that's how an offensive team attacks the help side defense. You create the advantage through the pick and roll. The pocket pass gets the ball, and then it becomes a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2 on the backside of the play.
Spoken like a true coach. Do your kids call you Coach Taylor?
They do not.
That ball goes off the hands of Hollis Jefferson. Do your neighbors call you Coach Taylor? And the drive, and the basket is good for Paco Cruz. And Wissam Alsus calls timeout.
And Jeff, Paco has done other things today along with his scoring, but when you need an important basket, he goes right to the rim for the important finish.
Guys, we're gonna come down. Now what I wanna do, I want RJ with the ball, Sammy here, Dwayne, you're here, okay? And RJ, if we have, start here, Dwayne, at the beginning. I'm in corner, I'm actually here. Try to play. We can cut whatever. If not, we go hand off with Sammy. Sammy, you're coming, Dwayne set a pick, and Dwayne roll. RJ lift. See that, see that. If you have the shot, if you have the ball, if nothing happened, move it, hand off with Amin, and Amin try to curl it to the basket. We need to be aggressive, guys. We need to be aggressive to the basket.
Go to the basket. He can do that here for fault. I say go to the basket.
Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Put your hands up, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, let's go.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson had a good smile there. I don't know what that was about.
He's enjoying himself with his Jordan team.
Here's Hollis-Jefferson, spins, turns. And the ball goes to Mexico.
Really good play call from Coach Wissam coming out of the timeout. Isolation for your main man. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson just comes up a little short on his turnaround.
And there's the putback by Fabian Jaimes.
Jaimes cleans up so much on that offensive glass with his activity. Important tip-in.
Alhar Marche. It's winning time. And Jordan, unfortunately, well, that was an incredible putback by Hollis-Jefferson.
Relentless effort, one offensive rebound, a second tip-in. Outstanding effort from Rondé Hollis-Jefferson.
Well, Barr's been effective since coming back in. They had that one turnover, but meanwhile, he's delivering. Got 15 points now.
Five-point advantage for Mexico.
And And Boris Krajic, the Slovenian referee, says the ball did not hit.
And this is why you need your challenge.
Did hit, rather, excuse me. He says it did hit, yeah. You need the challenge, you've wasted it.
But they used the challenge on the other one, which is clearly off of green.
In the end, it doesn't matter because they get it back. Paco Cruz does the right, does the right thing by pulling it back out. Paul Stoll down low to Ibarra, gets rejected. Wow. And then that's a mistake. Well, that's only the 4th team foul for Mexico, so it's not that bad of a mistake. What a block that was.
Jeff, Rondé Hollis Jefferson is everywhere. You talk about impacting the game in different ways. Scoring, rebounding, playmaking, defending.
And
really important possession here.
How about Abu Hawass?
I mean, playing with so much confidence, but this is a critical possession for Mexico.
He's got 15 points. Giron for 3, that's big time! He's got a game-high 21 points, or a team-high 21.
He started strong and wants to finish strong. Big shot.
RHJ, nowhere to go, trying to make something happen.
Veteran Paul Stoll controlling the tempo into the front court. Milking the clock here. So Abu Hawass came to double the ball and ends up fouling with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Rondé Hollis Jefferson had position on Cruz. Maybe a little over-aggressive from Abu Hawass in that situation.
Timeout Jordan, 88-80. Mexico, have they done enough?
Guys, watch me. Sammy, you're here. RJ, Dwelly. We're gonna go. Dwelly, pick for RJ. We're coming. Malik, handoff. You go. Try to go. And then we down pick stagger. Again, I mean, you stay here. We stagger between RJ, Dwelly for Sammy for the shot. After Dwelly slip. So if nothing, we go inside. RJ here, Sammy, Dwelly. Okay? I mean, you're passing Malik. You coming, Sammy's going, we pass it, and then we go stagger. Malik, you go away, stagger for Sammy. Okay? Let's go, let's go. RJ, after, wait, go.
Well, you can't complain about the effort for this man. Both he and Horon, in fact, have really put in some minutes today. You have to speak about Fabian Jaimes, who's been terrific as well, but we'll just focus on Hollis Jefferson. 26 points, 7 rebounds, 10 assists, just 3 rebounds off a triple-double. Jaimes is just 4 assists off a triple-double.
Giron with a key rebound there for Mexico.
They got to go quick. Cannon. Oh. Abu Hawass out to Cannon. He can't wait, and that's going to be it. Oh! Fabian Jaime's clattered into Cannon. I don't know if he didn't see him. If anything, it seems like Jaime should be apologizing to Cannon. Goodness me. Well, I mean, he must have just not seen him, just smashed right into him, unless I got it wrong. Watch this.
We need to see it a little bit earlier.
Here, what? No, yeah, we got to see. Anyway, doesn't matter.
But, you know, ordinarily you don't see collisions with that solid contact in basketball. That's more of a football hit right there.
Football is in soccer?
Football as in NFL.
Okay.
American football. But soccer's pretty physical too.
Well, you make it to the World Cup, and you're going to face good teams, and it's going to be difficult. And you know, it's been a difficult World Cup for both of these teams, but especially for Jordan, because to leave this World Cup without a win, with all the adversity they faced, it's tough.
That's really hard.
Put it for RJ, attack quick, okay? Savin's here. If nothing here, we pass to Savin, ready. Come in and set a pick, okay? I'm more you be in the corner. Okay? Let's start to play to the last second. After that, we score. We need to pass. Okay? We need to scramble defense, and then we need to pass.
Who else over here? Sammy? No, here's Hamoudi. No. I'm passing the ball.
Mag is passing.
Who's coming off the pick? Who's coming off the pick if I don't get it?
We're gonna try to go. We're gonna try to go to him. You're starting the pick for Sammy.
This man is going to drop back in the line.
I know. He's going. Malik, after he passes to you, he's going away. Okay, let's go.
Jaime's has been so key for this team. Hitting a three, finishing plays in the paint, cleaning up on the offensive glass. Just does all the little things.
I mean, this guy could easily have been the MVP of both games.
Yeah.
I mean, he just collects, he's a stat stuffer.
Yes, he's very active.
A stat sheet stuffer.
So many good things.
Condon nowhere to go. Bounce pass. Oh, nice attempt, but it gets away. And Stoll goes down and makes the three. Mexico like to get as many points as they can to improve their point differential. Bazai. And the ball's just not going in late for Jordan, who played very hard, but are going to end up without a win. It's been a terrific effort from them. And for Mexico, it's nice to see them bounce back after an 0-3 start in the first round to get 2 wins. Mexico win it 93-90. Excuse me, Mexico win it 93-80 over Jordan. Well, I would have Rondé Hollis Jefferson on my team anytime.
Yeah,
and I would also have Al Dwari on my team anytime.
Yeah, these guys have done so well this tournament. Hollis Jefferson has opened up so many eyes with his performance. He's made his teammates better. He's elevated this whole Jordan national team. And again, this just reiterates how challenging it is to win games at the World Cup, because Jordan, Jeff, they have played well.
But credit to Mexico, they came out, they rebounded from an 0-3 start to get 2 wins. I know they have a chance of making it to the FIBA Olympic qualifying tournament. Their defeat though to Germany, their defeat to Egypt was so heavy that it could still keep them out, but I think we just have to wait until the end of the night to see, in fact, who gets in. But great effort for them tonight. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson has really had a heck of a World Cup. Paul Stoll has rebounded with a couple of strong performances. And Josh Ibarra was terrific.
And Jeff, you talk about how you finish. And for Mexico, again, they really took care of business out there today. The 43% three-point shooting was a big help, and 42-30 rebound advantage. But Mexico will leave Manila feeling good, winning their last 2 games. And they played much better. They played more relaxed today. They got a lot of good contributions, a lot of good teamwork. Nice finish.
I mean, don't forget, Jordan came out tonight shorthanded, severely shorthanded. You just don't lose your point guard. And you're already kind of like short on depth. And you've lost Zeta Boss, who was the captain, who had to go home. And unfortunately for them, it's going to be the same, I think, comments and remarks in the press conference about how they were close, but they weren't able to get over the hump. But it's, you know what? If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger, you hope. And I know that Wasim Al-Sous is hoping that, you know, maybe they can get more players, that the league there's a league that's competitive, and because he has a big challenge of putting that thing together.
Yeah, there's such a big margin that they have to overcome or close the gap. They made big progress here at this World Cup, but we can see getting to that next level will take even more. Respect for what Jordan has, how they have presented themselves, how they have competed, and I'm very encouraged about Jordan basketball for the future.
So Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, his family came to the World Cup, and they certainly added to the positive vibe of this. There's the MVP of the game, Heron. That was the backbreaker, I think. Heron finishing 4 of 6 from three-point range. Very timely shooting. Got him off on the right foot. So today we watched New Zealand edge Egypt 88-86, and Jordan fall to Mexico 93-80. And in the end, you got 3 teams knotted up at the top, but on goal differential, it's Jordan finishing, well, excuse me, it was Mexico finishing 3rd behind Egypt and New Zealand.